Welcome to today's video, where we're diving deep into the psychology of love. Love is often seen as one of the most mysterious and complex emotions we experience, yet it shapes so much of our lives. But what if we told you that love isn't just a fairy tale, but a powerful psychological phenomenon backed by science? Today, we're going to reveal 13 psychological facts about love that might just shock you. From the brain chemistry that triggers attraction to the surprising reasons why we fall for certain people, the science behind love is far more complex than you might think. You'll learn how love can literally change the way your brain works, and how even something as simple as eye contact can create lasting bonds. But that's not all. We'll also talk about how love can lower stress, improve your health, and even extend your lifespan. But don't worry, it's not all about chemistry and biology. We'll uncover the psychological mechanisms at play, such as how vulnerability can bring people closer, why lust and love are completely different, and the surprising impact love has on your overall well-being. Whether you're currently in love or just curious about how it all works, these facts will change the way you think about love. So, stay tuned, and let's uncover the truth behind one of the most powerful emotions known to mankind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more insightful content like this. Number 1. Love changes your brain chemistry. Love is more than just an emotional experience. It's a chemical reaction that takes place in your brain. The moment you fall in love, your brain undergoes a series of transformations that alter how you think, feel, and even behave. These changes are driven by the release of specific chemicals and neurotransmitters that are responsible for the sensations and behaviors we associate with love. One of the key chemicals involved is dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. When you're in love, your brain releases dopamine, which gives you that euphoric, high feeling. It's the same chemical that gets released when you experience something pleasurable, like eating your favorite food or receiving praise for a job well done. The surge of dopamine makes you feel elated, energized, and motivated. This is why love can make people feel invincible or like they're walking on air. It creates an intense sense of reward and pleasure, making you want to pursue the object of your affection even more. In addition to dopamine, oxytocin plays a central role in bonding and attachment. Often called the cuddle hormone or love hormone, oxytocin is released during moments of intimacy, such as hugging, kissing, or physical closeness. It helps foster feelings of trust, affection, and deep connection with your partner. Oxytocin is crucial not only in romantic relationships, but also in strengthening the bond between a mother and her child, emphasizing its role in building trust and attachment. The more time you spend with someone you love, the more oxytocin your brain produces, deepening the connection you share. Alongside these, serotonin levels also play a crucial role in love. In the early stages of a relationship, serotonin levels often decrease, which can cause obsessive thoughts about the person you're in love with. This drop in serotonin mirrors the obsessive nature of romantic attraction and explains why people in love may experience intense feelings of longing and fixation. As a result, you might find yourself constantly thinking about your partner or feeling like they occupy your mind all the time. Another critical component of love's influence on the brain is adrenaline, the hormone responsible for the fight-or-flight response. When you first meet someone you're attracted to, your body floods with adrenaline, which can lead to feelings of excitement, nervousness, and heightened energy. This explains the fluttery feeling you might get in your stomach when you see your partner after some time apart, or the excitement of anticipation when you're about to meet them. The rush of adrenaline creates a sense of thrill and excitement, making the experience of love both exhilarating and, at times, a little bit nerve-wracking. Moreover, endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, also play a significant role in how love makes us feel. Endorphins are released during physical touch, laughter, and moments of happiness, contributing to an overall sense of well-being. They help reduce stress and pain, which explains why being in a loving, supportive relationship can be incredibly soothing and comforting. In long-term relationships, endorphins help to maintain a sense of happiness and emotional stability, reinforcing the bond and making both partners feel at ease in each other's presence. Ultimately, love is a powerful cocktail of brain chemicals that work together to create feelings of pleasure, attachment, excitement, and trust. These changes in brain chemistry are not just short-term effects. They can also have long-lasting impacts on your emotional health and overall well-being. Understanding the scientific mechanisms behind love helps us realize how deeply love can influence not just our hearts, but our minds and bodies as well. So, the next time you feel your heart racing or your thoughts consumed by someone you love, know that it's your brain chemistry at work, creating one of the most profound human experiences we can have. Number 2. The science of love at first sight. The concept of love at first sight has long captivated human imagination, with poets, writers, and filmmakers often romanticizing the idea that two people can instantly fall in love the moment their eyes meet. But is there any scientific basis to this seemingly magical experience? While it may sound like something out of a fairy tale, research into the psychology and biology of attraction reveals that there's more to love at first sight than just chance or fantasy. It's a combination of brain chemistry, evolutionary psychology, and social dynamics that make this intense and rapid connection possible. At the heart of love at first sight is instant attraction, which can occur in the blink of an eye. When two people meet, their brains immediately begin processing a host of signals, both conscious and subconscious. One of the first things the brain evaluates is physical appearance. Research shows that we are naturally drawn to certain features such as symmetry, facial structure, and body language, which can signal health and genetic compatibility. These subconscious evaluations happen in fractions of a second and are deeply rooted in evolutionary biology, where physical features often indicated the potential for a healthy partner. Beyond just physical appearance, our brains also pay attention to non-verbal cues, like eye contact, posture, and facial expressions. When you make eye contact with someone, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Dopamine plays a crucial role in the feeling of exhilaration and desire that accompanies love at first sight. This rush of dopamine makes the experience feel electrifying, creating an emotional high that can easily be mistaken for love. But this immediate attraction is often just the beginning of a deeper connection that may, over time, evolve into genuine love. Another factor contributing to love at first sight is the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. When two people feel a strong connection right from the start, their brains begin producing oxytocin, especially if they engage in physical contact like shaking hands, hugging, or even just standing close to one another. Oxytocin promotes feelings of warmth, trust, and attachment, making the interaction feel emotionally significant. This is why, even after a brief meeting, you might feel a deep sense of comfort and connection with someone you've just met, further fueling the sensation that you've fallen in love at first sight. The psychology behind love at first sight is also influenced by personal experiences and past relationships. Our brains have a tendency to make associations between new experiences and previous ones. If you've had positive experiences in the past with certain traits, such as someone with a similar sense of humor, interests, or even a similar appearance, your brain may subconsciously link these traits with feelings of love. This process, known as pattern recognition, can create the illusion of an instant, meaningful connection, when in reality, it's just your brain making rapid associations with previous experiences of affection or attraction. Furthermore, romantic ideals and expectations play a significant role in how we perceive love at first sight. Many people enter social situations with the hope or belief that they will meet someone special. This positive expectation primes the brain to be more receptive to feelings of attraction and connection. Essentially, you may be more likely to experience love at first sight if you're looking for it or open to the possibility of it happening. However, despite the powerful initial attraction, it's important to note that love at first sight often doesn't result in lasting romantic love, unless it is followed by deeper emotional bonding and mutual understanding. The initial rush of excitement is typically more about infatuation, an intense feeling of desire and fascination. True, lasting love takes time to develop and requires a foundation of shared experiences, trust, and emotional intimacy. In summary, love at first sight is not just a myth, but a complex, scientifically backed phenomenon. It's a blend of physical attraction, brain chemistry, personal history, and social conditioning that can lead to an overwhelming emotional experience. Whether or not it evolves into lasting love depends on the relationship that follows, but the initial spark of connection is undeniably real. So, the next time you experience that instant connection, remember that it's not just magic, it's science at work. Number 3, love can be addictive. Love, in all its forms, can feel exhilarating and all-consuming. But did you know it can also be addictive? This might sound surprising at first, but when you look at the psychological and biochemical processes behind love, it becomes clear how similar romantic attachment can be to addiction. Just like a person might crave a drug or a substance to feel good, the brain can become addicted to the rush of emotions and chemicals that love brings. In fact, the experience of falling in love triggers the release of many of the same brain chemicals that are associated with addiction. The foundation of love's addictive nature starts with the release of dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. When you're in love, dopamine is released in response to actions that bring pleasure, such as spending time with your partner, receiving affection, or even just thinking about them. Dopamine creates a sense of euphoria and reinforces the behavior that led to the release of this chemical. In this way, love can create a cycle of positive reinforcement, where the brain craves the emotional highs that come from loving and being loved. This is why people who are in the early stages of love often feel an overwhelming sense of joy and excitement, and may even experience an obsessive desire to be with their partner constantly. In addition to dopamine, oxytocin plays a crucial role in love's addictive nature. Often referred to as the bonding or cuddle hormone, oxytocin is released when two people engage in physical intimacy, such as hugging, kissing, or sexual activity. Oxytocin promotes feelings of closeness, trust, and emotional connection. It's the chemical that helps to form deep attachments and create lasting bonds. The more time you spend with someone, the more oxytocin your brain releases, which strengthens the connection and makes you feel even more emotionally attached. This reinforces the desire to stay close to the person you love, much like an addiction to being near them. The addiction to love can also be linked to the stress hormone cortisol, which is released when you experience feelings of anxiety or uncertainty. In relationships, particularly in the early stages or in turbulent relationships, feelings of longing or separation can cause cortisol levels to rise. These heightened cortisol levels can create stress and discomfort, which in turn makes the individual crave the comfort and emotional relief that being with their partner provides. This leads to a cycle where the body becomes addicted to the soothing effects of love, and people may go to great lengths to maintain the relationship or seek the familiar emotional rewards that love provides. Moreover, the phenomenon of withdrawal is another sign of love's addictive nature. Just like any addiction, when you're suddenly deprived of the object of your affection, whether through a breakup, distance, or emotional rejection, you can experience withdrawal symptoms. These can include feelings of sadness, depression, anxiety, and irritability. The absence of the emotional and chemical highs that love once provided can leave you feeling lost and disconnected, mirroring the withdrawal symptoms seen in people who are addicted to substances. Love can also become addictive when it reaches a point of obsession. In some cases, people may feel the need to be constantly validated by their partner or to seek reassurance and affection in excessive amounts. This behavior can stem from an insecure attachment style or the fear of abandonment. The more reassurance and affection a person receives, the more their brain becomes conditioned to crave it, creating an emotional dependency. Number 4. Opposites don't always attract. The idea that opposites attract is a common trope in romantic relationships, often portrayed in movies, TV shows, and novels. While it may seem like a compelling narrative, two individuals with vastly different personalities, backgrounds, or interests coming together and complementing each other perfectly, science suggests that this concept might not be as accurate as we once believed. In fact, research in psychology and relationship studies shows that, more often than not, people are attracted to others who are similar to them in various ways, rather than those who are radically different. One of the primary reasons opposites may not attract lies in the similarity attraction hypothesis, which posits that people are more likely to be attracted to individuals who share similar values, interests, beliefs, and attitudes. These commonalities create a sense of understanding and comfort, as shared experiences and worldviews can foster deeper emotional connections. When two people have similar views on important aspects of life, such as family values, career goals, or even hobbies, it can lead to a more harmonious and stable relationship. Differences, on the other hand, often create conflict and can make it difficult to navigate important decisions together, potentially leading to frustration and dissatisfaction. Psychological studies have found that personality traits also play a significant role in attraction. While it's true that some people might be drawn to qualities that they don't possess themselves, such as a shy person being attracted to someone outgoing, research shows that couples who share key personality traits like conscientiousness, emotional stability, and openness to experience tend to have longer-lasting and more satisfying relationships. When partners share similar traits, they are better able to empathize with one another, communicate effectively, and provide the support needed to overcome life's challenges. Another reason why opposites may not always attract is the impact of compatibility. In romantic relationships, compatibility extends beyond shared interests and values. It also includes how well partners align in terms of life goals and priorities. For example, if one partner is highly career-oriented while the other values family time above all else, the relationship may face tensions down the road. The more aligned people are in their long-term goals, the more likely they are to build a stable and fulfilling relationship. These shared goals reduce the likelihood of conflict and help partners move forward together in a unified direction. Additionally, attachment styles play a crucial role in relationship dynamics. People who have similar attachment styles, whether secure, anxious, or avoidant, tend to function better in relationships. For instance, a securely attached individual may find it challenging to be with someone who is anxious or avoidant, as the differences in emotional needs and responses can lead to misunderstandings and dissatisfaction. Partners who share similar attachment styles are more likely to provide the emotional support and stability that strengthens the bond over time. It's also important to note that the familiarity effect can influence attraction. People are often drawn to others who remind them of themselves or of people they've encountered in the past, whether it's parents, friends, or past relationships. This feeling of familiarity can make interactions more comfortable and emotionally safe, facilitating deeper connections. Opposites, by contrast, may feel foreign or challenging, which can make it more difficult to form an immediate and lasting emotional bond. In conclusion, while opposites may occasionally attract on a surface level, long-term relationship satisfaction is often rooted in similarity rather than difference. People tend to feel more connected and understood when they share values, interests, personality traits, and life goals. Compatibility and shared attachment styles further enhance the stability of a relationship, making it clear that, in most cases, similarity, not difference, is the foundation of lasting love. So, while it may be exciting to think that opposites could bring balance and excitement, true emotional connection and long-term happiness are more likely to come from a partnership built on common ground. Number 5. Love can lower stress and anxiety. Love is often seen as a powerful, transformative force in our lives, capable of bringing joy, comfort, and emotional fulfillment. But beyond the romantic and emotional benefits, love also has significant psychological and physiological effects on our well-being. One of the most remarkable benefits of love is its ability to lower stress and anxiety, providing both immediate relief and long-term emotional support. This connection between love and stress reduction is rooted in the complex biochemical and psychological responses that occur when we experience love, affection, and emotional support from others. At the core of how love alleviates stress is the release of key neurochemicals, primarily oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. Oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone or cuddle hormone, plays a crucial role in fostering emotional connections and creating a sense of comfort. This hormone is released when we engage in physical touch, such as hugging, kissing, or even just holding hands, and it has a profound calming effect. Oxytocin helps to lower levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone, which is produced during stressful situations. By reducing cortisol levels, oxytocin creates a calming effect, easing anxiety and promoting feelings of relaxation. In romantic relationships or close friendships, simply being in the presence of someone we care about can trigger the release of oxytocin, which creates a sense of emotional security and reduces the body's physical response to stress. The soothing effect of oxytocin not only makes us feel more connected, but also helps us manage the physical and emotional toll that stress and anxiety can have on our bodies. Whether it's a comforting embrace, a gentle touch, or simply spending quality time together, these acts of love and affection can instantly lower stress levels and promote a sense of calm and well-being. Additionally, dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays a significant role in love's ability to reduce stress. Dopamine is released when we engage in activities that bring us joy or pleasure, including spending time with loved ones. This surge of dopamine creates feelings of happiness, excitement, and contentment. When we experience these positive emotions, our body's stress response is naturally reduced, and we feel less overwhelmed by life's challenges. As a result, the joy and connection we experience in loving relationships can act as a buffer against the daily stresses that we encounter. Serotonin, another important neurotransmitter linked to mood regulation, is also significantly influenced by love. Serotonin is responsible for feelings of happiness, well-being, and emotional stability. Research has shown that people in loving, supportive relationships tend to have higher levels of serotonin, which contributes to a more balanced mood and less susceptibility to anxiety or depression. When we feel loved and cared for, serotonin levels rise, which in turn helps us manage stress more effectively. The presence of a loving partner or close friend can provide the emotional foundation necessary for coping with difficult situations, reducing anxiety in the process. Beyond the biochemical effects, love also has profound psychological benefits that contribute to reduced stress. Having a loving partner or close social support network provides a sense of security and reassurance, which is essential for managing anxiety. Knowing that we have someone to rely on during tough times helps to mitigate feelings of isolation and helplessness, which are common triggers of anxiety and stress. Love fosters emotional resilience, making it easier for individuals to navigate life's uncertainties and challenges. The act of sharing our fears, anxieties, and concerns with someone who listens and offers support can significantly reduce the emotional burden we carry, creating a sense of relief and emotional lightness. In conclusion, love is not just an emotional experience. It is a powerful force that can positively impact our physical and mental health by reducing stress and anxiety. Through the release of neurochemicals like oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, love helps to lower cortisol levels, promote feelings of happiness and calm, and improve emotional resilience. Whether through the simple act of physical touch, meaningful conversation, or emotional support, love provides a sense of security and connection that helps buffer against the stresses of life. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that love has the power to restore balance, ease your anxiety, and help you find peace. Number 6. Eye contact can create love. It's often said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and research suggests that eye contact plays a pivotal role in creating emotional connections, even love. Eye contact isn't just a form of communication. It's a powerful, non-verbal tool that can foster intimacy, trust, and affection between two people. When we make eye contact with someone, especially during meaningful or intimate interactions, it triggers a cascade of psychological and physiological reactions that can pave the way for deeper emotional bonds, sometimes even leading to love. One of the key reasons why eye contact can create love is the way it activates oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone, that plays a crucial role in building emotional connections. Oxytocin is released when we engage in physical affection, but it can also be triggered by simple gestures such as eye contact. Studies have shown that prolonged eye contact between two individuals can lead to an increase in oxytocin levels, creating feelings of closeness and emotional intimacy. This physiological response is the same one triggered by acts like hugging or kissing, helping to bond individuals on a deeper level. Eye contact also promotes feelings of trust and safety, which are essential for building love. In human interactions, maintaining eye contact signals attentiveness and genuine interest, creating a sense of mutual respect and understanding. When two people engage in eye contact, especially in vulnerable or intimate moments, it establishes a silent but powerful connection that words alone cannot achieve. This non-verbal communication signals to both parties that they are emotionally present for each other, fostering a feeling of safety and openness. When individuals feel safe and understood, they are more likely to open up emotionally, which can pave the way for love to grow. Additionally, eye contact can activate the dopamine and serotonin systems in the brain, two neurotransmitters associated with happiness and pleasure. When we make eye contact with someone we are attracted to, it leads to a surge of dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine not only makes us feel good, but also reinforces behaviors that lead to positive emotions. like continuing to engage with that person. This surge in dopamine can help strengthen feelings of affection and attraction. Similarly, eye contact can increase serotonin levels, contributing to feelings of contentment, emotional stability, and connection. Both of these neurotransmitters are key players in the emotional and biochemical processes that facilitate love. The mirroring effect is another phenomenon linked to eye contact that can promote emotional closeness. When two people engage in sustained eye contact, they may also unconsciously mirror each other's body language, facial expressions, and even breathing patterns. This mirroring creates a sense of synchronicity and emotional alignment, helping to foster empathy and understanding. This synchronization makes individuals feel more emotionally in tune with each other, enhancing the connection between them and making it easier to fall in love. Moreover, prolonged eye contact can help individuals break down social barriers and overcome shyness, making it easier to connect on a deeper level. In a society where social cues and norms often hinder authentic communication, eye contact acts as an essential bridge. It allows two people to express vulnerability and emotional sincerity without the need for words, and this authenticity is a crucial foundation for building a genuine emotional connection that can evolve into love. In conclusion, eye contact is a potent tool in creating love. By triggering the release of oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, eye contact fosters feelings of intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. It facilitates non-verbal communication that makes people feel safe and understood, helping to strengthen the bond between two individuals. Through the act of sustained eye contact, individuals may experience increased attraction, affection, and empathy, which can ultimately lead to the development of love. Eye contact is not just a simple gesture. It's a profound form of communication that can build bridges between hearts and bring people closer together in the most intimate and meaningful ways. Number 7. The power of touch in love. Touch is one of the most powerful and primal forms of communication in human relationships. In the context of love, physical touch can serve as a deep emotional connector, helping to reinforce affection, build trust, and promote intimacy. From a gentle caress to a passionate embrace, touch is a universal language that transcends words, creating an emotional bond that is essential for forming and maintaining loving relationships. The power of touch in love is not just symbolic. It has profound physiological and psychological effects that can strengthen relationships and foster feelings of attachment. At the core of touch's power is its ability to release oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone or the cuddle hormone. Oxytocin plays a critical role in creating feelings of closeness and emotional attachment. When we engage in physical touch, such as hugging, holding hands, or even a light touch on the arm, our bodies release oxytocin, which helps to reduce stress and anxiety, while simultaneously promoting feelings of warmth and comfort. This hormonal surge not only deepens the emotional connection between partners, but also creates a sense of safety and security, which is crucial in fostering trust and intimacy in love. Research has shown that oxytocin's release during physical touch can significantly lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which is particularly beneficial in reducing anxiety and emotional tension in relationships. Couples who regularly engage in affectionate touch are more likely to experience lower levels of stress and a more stable emotional connection. This physical reassurance helps individuals feel emotionally secure, knowing that their partner is physically and emotionally present for them. This sense of security can lead to greater emotional openness and vulnerability, both of which are necessary for love to thrive. Beyond the hormonal response, Touch also plays a pivotal role in nonverbal communication. In relationships, much of our emotional expression occurs through touch, which can convey affection, support, empathy, and even desire. A gentle touch can communicate a partner's care and concern, while a passionate kiss can express deep love and attraction. The act of holding hands, for example, signifies unity and solidarity, while a comforting hug can convey reassurance and emotional support. In times of emotional distress, a simple touch can provide solace, reminding one partner that they are not alone and that their feelings are validated. Touch also has a profound impact on emotional bonding. When partners engage in physical touch, they are not only strengthening their emotional connection, but also fostering a deeper sense of attachment. For instance, couples who engage in regular physical affection, such as cuddling or holding each other, are more likely to experience greater relationship satisfaction and longevity. Touch fosters a sense of unity and closeness, reinforcing the emotional ties that keep a relationship strong. Over time, these small but meaningful physical gestures accumulate, building a foundation of trust and affection that supports the relationship. Furthermore, touch can help to strengthen the attachment system, which is crucial in love. According to attachment theory, individuals are wired to form deep emotional bonds with those they love, and physical touch plays a key role in this process. In romantic relationships, physical touch reinforces the attachment system, helping partners to feel more securely connected to one another. This can lead to greater emotional stability and less fear of rejection or abandonment, as both partners know they can rely on each other for physical and emotional support. In conclusion, the power of touch in love is immeasurable. It not only triggers the release of oxytocin, which promotes emotional bonding and reduces stress, but also fosters non-verbal communication, emotional connection, and attachment. Touch serves as a powerful reminder of the deep affection and care partners have for each other, and it plays a pivotal role in maintaining and strengthening the bonds of love. Whether it's a simple touch or an intimate gesture, physical affection in love has the ability to create lasting emotional connections, making it an essential aspect of any healthy, loving relationship. Number 8. Love is a choice, not just a feeling. Love is often depicted as a powerful, uncontrollable force, a feeling that sweeps us off our feet and takes over our hearts. While it is true that love can be a profound emotional experience, it is also important to recognize that love is not simply an ephemeral feeling that exists only in moments of passion or attraction. Love, in its deepest and most enduring form, is a choice, a conscious decision to commit, nurture, and maintain a bond with another person, regardless of the emotional highs or lows that may come. At the core of the idea that love is a choice is the understanding of commitment. In any long-term relationship, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, love involves choosing to remain dedicated to the other person through both good times and challenging moments. It's easy to feel love when everything is going smoothly, but love requires conscious effort and commitment during times of hardship, conflict, or emotional turmoil. Choosing to love someone means deciding to show up for them, support them, and actively work through challenges together, even when emotions might be clouded or difficult. Choosing love also means making a deliberate decision to prioritize the other person's well-being. In a romantic relationship, this might mean making sacrifices for the sake of the other person's happiness, health, or personal growth. Love isn't just about receiving affection, it's about giving, understanding, and nurturing the relationship. When two people choose to love each other, they commit to being there for one another, even when the initial feelings of infatuation or excitement may fade. This deeper form of love is sustained by mutual respect, trust, and care, not just by fleeting emotions. Moreover, love as a choice requires vulnerability and emotional resilience. When we choose to love, we are willingly opening ourselves up to the potential for hurt and disappointment. Relationships often involve moments of conflict, misunderstanding, or unmet expectations, and the decision to continue loving someone through these challenges demonstrates emotional strength and resilience. Instead of retreating from conflict or walking away during tough times, choosing love means working through difficulties and learning to adapt and grow together. It means making the decision to face problems head-on, communicating openly, and learning from the experience rather than allowing setbacks to break the connection. Another important aspect of love as a choice is forgiveness. No one is perfect, and in any relationship, there will be moments of misunderstanding, mistakes, and hurt feelings. However, love is not just about feeling an intense emotional connection. It's about making the conscious choice to forgive and move forward. Holding grudges, harboring resentment, or choosing to stay angry can erode a relationship, while choosing forgiveness helps to heal wounds, restore trust, and strengthen the bond. Love is not about holding someone to an impossible standard of perfection, but about accepting their flaws and imperfections and choosing to grow together in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the idea that love is a choice emphasizes the importance of intentionality and effort in building lasting relationships. While emotions and chemistry certainly play a role in the initial stages of love, maintaining a deep, meaningful connection requires conscious decisions every day. These decisions may involve choosing kindness over criticism, patience over frustration, and communication over silence. In choosing love, we actively contribute to the growth and health of the relationship, turning fleeting feelings into lasting commitment. In conclusion, love is not just a transient emotion or a simple feeling. It is a choice, a decision to commit, support, nurture, and stay present with another person. Love involves dedication, vulnerability, forgiveness, and intentional effort, especially when faced with challenges. By viewing love as a conscious choice rather than just a fleeting feeling, we empower ourselves to build deeper, more resilient relationships that can withstand the tests of time and circumstance. Number 9. People are attracted to confidence, not arrogance. Confidence is widely regarded as one of the most attractive traits a person can possess. It's a quality that inspires trust, admiration, and respect from others, and it forms the foundation of healthy relationships, both romantic and professional. However, while confidence is alluring, there's a fine line between being confident and crossing into arrogance. Understanding the difference is crucial, as it's the subtle distinction that can determine whether others are drawn to you or pushed away. Confidence is rooted in self-assurance and a positive self-image. A confident person believes in their abilities, has a clear sense of self-worth, and is comfortable in their own skin. This kind of self-assurance is magnetic. It makes others feel at ease and respected, as confident individuals don't need to prove themselves to others. Instead, they exude a quiet strength that reassures people around them. They engage in conversations with a calm demeanor, take on challenges with poise, and know their worth without needing validation from others. This type of confidence attracts people because it reflects a sense of security and self-respect, making others feel comfortable in their presence. On the other hand, arrogance stems from insecurity and a need to overcompensate for self-doubt. Arrogant individuals often seek to elevate themselves by putting others down or boasting excessively about their accomplishments. They may believe that they are superior to others and may dismiss the opinions, contributions, or feelings of those around them. Arrogance, unlike confidence, is not about self-assurance. It's about asserting dominance and self-centeredness. While arrogance can sometimes be mistaken for confidence, it is generally off-putting because it signals a lack of empathy and humility. People may feel belittled or undervalued in the presence of an arrogant person, which can drive them away rather than attract them. One of the key differences between confidence and arrogance lies in how each affects relationships and interactions. Confident people are open to collaboration, willing to listen, and capable of acknowledging the strengths of others. They don't need to overshadow others to feel validated. In fact, they are often more generous with praise and encouragement because they are secure in their own abilities. This humility and openness make them approachable and likable. In contrast, arrogant individuals tend to dominate conversations and situations, rarely considering the perspectives or ideas of others. This dismissiveness creates an environment of tension and discomfort, where others may feel undervalued or unheard. Moreover, confident individuals tend to lead by example rather than through force or superiority. They earn respect through their actions, knowledge, and kindness, rather than by demanding it or imposing their opinions on others. This kind of leadership is inspiring and encourages others to reach their full potential. Arrogance, on the other hand, often stems from a desire to control or assert power over others, and this domineering approach can quickly erode relationships and trust. In romantic relationships, confidence is equally important. A confident partner is secure in themselves and their connection with their significant other, which leads to a healthier, more balanced relationship. They do not seek constant validation or act out of jealousy or insecurity. Instead, they trust and support their partner, fostering a relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. Arrogance in a relationship, however, can lead to manipulation, power struggles, and a lack of emotional support. An arrogant person may try to control or belittle their partner, leading to frustration, resentment, and emotional distance. In conclusion, while confidence is an incredibly attractive trait that draws people in, arrogance is usually a turn-off. Confidence comes from a place of self-assurance, humility, and respect for others, while arrogance stems from insecurity and the need to dominate or belittle others. The key to attracting and maintaining meaningful relationships, whether personal or professional, is to cultivate confidence without crossing over into arrogance. By doing so, individuals can create an environment of trust, respect, and genuine connection, which is the true foundation of lasting attraction. Number 10. We often fall in love with our opposite sex parent. The idea that we are subconsciously drawn to partners who resemble our opposite sex parent is a fascinating concept rooted in psychological theory. This notion is widely discussed in the context of Freudian theory, where Sigmund Freud suggested that children form deep emotional connections with their parents that later influence their adult romantic choices. While modern psychology has evolved and some of Freud's ideas have been challenged, the concept that early parental relationships shape our romantic preferences remains relevant in understanding human attraction and the complexities of love. When we talk about falling in love with someone resembling our opposite sex parent, we are referring to the psychological imprinting that takes place during early childhood. From a young age, children observe and internalize the behaviors, attitudes, and characteristics of their parents. These observations shape their understanding of relationships, gender roles, and emotional attachment. The parent-child bond, especially between a child and their opposite sex parent, plays a pivotal role in how children learn to express love, affection, and emotional support. As children grow and mature, they often find themselves subconsciously attracted to partners who embody similar traits to those they admired or relied on in their opposite sex parent. This phenomenon can be seen in the way attachment styles develop. Attachment theory, first introduced by psychologist John Bowlby, emphasizes that early relationships with caregivers form the foundation of our attachment style as adults. If a child experiences a nurturing and secure attachment with their opposite-sex parent, they are more likely to seek out similar qualities in a partner, qualities such as warmth, emotional availability, and the ability to provide security. Conversely, if the relationship with the opposite-sex parent was strained, neglectful, or inconsistent, the child may seek partners who mirror those negative traits, sometimes without realizing it. In this case, unresolved issues with the parent can manifest in adult relationships, leading to dysfunctional patterns of attraction and attachment. The unconscious desire to find a partner who resembles our opposite-sex parent is not limited to physical traits, but often extends to personality traits and emotional behaviors. For example, if a woman grew up with a father who was kind, confident, and protective, she may subconsciously seek out a partner who displays these same qualities. Similarly, if a man was raised by a mother who was caring, supportive, and nurturing, he might be drawn to a partner who offers similar emotional stability and warmth. These traits become familiar and comforting because they mirror the positive aspects of the early attachment bond, providing a sense of continuity and security. However, this dynamic can become more complex when the relationship with the opposite-sex parent was less ideal or even toxic. In such cases, individuals may find themselves drawn to partners who embody traits that are familiar but unhealthy, such as emotional volatility, manipulation, or neglect. This can lead to repetitive relationship patterns where individuals subconsciously seek to recreate the emotional environment of their childhood, often hoping to resolve unresolved issues with their parents. It can take time and self-awareness to break free from these patterns and create healthier relationship dynamics. It's also worth noting that the concept of falling in love with someone like our opposite-sex parent doesn't necessarily imply a literal resemblance. The attraction is often more about the emotional and psychological qualities and dynamics that were established early in life. These patterns may evolve over time, but the influence of our parents on our romantic choices can have a lasting impact, shaping the type of relationships we form as adults. In conclusion, the idea that we often fall in love with a partner who resembles our opposite-sex parent is grounded in the psychological principles of attachment and imprinting. Our early experiences with our parents shape how we view love, emotional intimacy, and relationship dynamics. Whether these early relationships were positive or negative, they influence our romantic preferences and attachment patterns. By becoming aware of these subconscious influences, individuals can work toward understanding their relationship choices and, if necessary, seek out healthier, more balanced connections that foster growth, trust, and emotional fulfillment. Number 11. Shared vulnerability deepens connection. Vulnerability is often perceived as a weakness, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful tools for building deep, meaningful connections with others. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open up a space for authenticity, trust, and emotional intimacy. In relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, shared vulnerability can be the catalyst for a stronger bond, as it fosters understanding, empathy, and emotional closeness. When we lower our defenses and reveal our true selves, we create an environment where genuine connection can flourish. At its core, vulnerability involves sharing our true thoughts, feelings, and experiences without fear of judgment or rejection. It requires emotional courage, as it often involves expressing our fears, insecurities, and past wounds. In romantic relationships, this might mean discussing past heartaches, personal challenges, or even our hopes and dreams for the future. In friendships, vulnerability could manifest as sharing personal struggles or acknowledging areas where we feel inadequate. Regardless of the context, Vulnerability is a way of showing the other person that we trust them enough to let down our guard and be honest about who we really are. One of the key aspects of shared vulnerability is that it fosters a sense of empathy. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we give others the opportunity to see our humanity and understand our struggles. This mutual understanding creates a safe space for both parties to express their feelings without fear of judgment or dismissal. In romantic relationships, this can lead to a deeper emotional intimacy, where both partners feel seen, heard, and supported. When two people share their vulnerabilities with each other, they often find that their connection becomes more authentic, as they are no longer hiding behind facades or pretending to be someone they are not. Moreover, shared vulnerability allows for emotional reciprocity. When one person opens up about their feelings or experiences, it often encourages the other person to do the same. This creates a cycle of emotional sharing where both individuals feel comfortable revealing their true selves. This reciprocal sharing of vulnerability strengthens the emotional bond between individuals, as it shows that both parties are willing to be open, honest, and transparent with each other. In this way, vulnerability becomes a bridge that connects people on a deeper emotional level, allowing them to develop a sense of trust and security within the relationship. In addition, shared vulnerability helps to build trust. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, and it is built over time through consistent, open communication and emotional honesty. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we show the other person that we trust them with our innermost thoughts and feelings. In turn, this act of trust often inspires the other person to reciprocate, leading to a deeper, more resilient connection. Trust is strengthened when both parties feel safe enough to be vulnerable and share their true selves without fear of rejection or betrayal. The act of sharing vulnerability also has the power to heal emotional wounds. Many of us carry emotional baggage from past experiences, whether from childhood, previous relationships, or personal struggles. By sharing our vulnerabilities with someone else, we can begin to process these wounds in a supportive and understanding environment. In relationships where vulnerability is welcomed, individuals can find comfort in knowing that they are not alone in their struggles. This sense of solidarity can be incredibly healing, as it offers a space for emotional growth and recovery. In conclusion, shared vulnerability is one of the most effective ways to deepen emotional connections and build strong, lasting relationships. By allowing ourselves to be open, honest, and vulnerable with others, we foster empathy, trust, and emotional intimacy. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but rather a strength that allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. When both parties are willing to share their vulnerabilities, they create a space for mutual understanding and support, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling connection. Whether in romantic relationships, friendships, or family dynamics, embracing vulnerability can transform relationships and help create bonds that are both genuine and enduring. Number 12. Love and lust are two different things. Love and lust are often intertwined in our emotional lives, but they are distinct and separate experiences. While they may seem similar, especially in the early stages of a romantic relationship, they stem from different psychological and physiological processes. Understanding the difference between the two is crucial for cultivating healthy, meaningful relationships. Love is deep, enduring, and rooted in emotional connection, while lust is driven by physical attraction and the desire for immediate gratification. Though they can coexist, they serve different purposes in human relationships. Lust is primarily driven by physical attraction and the desire for sexual connection. It is fueled by hormones such as testosterone and estrogen, which intensify feelings of desire and arousal. When a person experiences lust, their focus tends to be on the physical appearance or sexual chemistry of the other person. This can lead to strong feelings of infatuation or passion, but lust is often short-lived. It's based on immediate physical gratification and may not involve a deep emotional connection. In many cases, lust is about the anticipation and fulfillment of sexual desire, rather than the development of a lasting emotional bond. Lust can be intense and overwhelming, especially in the early stages of a relationship when both individuals are attracted to each other on a physical level. However, this powerful desire is often transient. Once the sexual attraction is satisfied, the emotional attachment may not necessarily deepen. Lust is often more about physical satisfaction and momentary pleasure than long-term compatibility or emotional intimacy. In some cases, people may experience lust towards someone they don't feel emotionally connected to, simply because of physical or sexual attraction. On the other hand, love is a far more complex and multifaceted emotion. It involves deep emotional connection, care, respect, and the desire for the well-being of the other person. Love goes beyond physical attraction and seeks to create a long-lasting bond between individuals. While lust is often focused on self-gratification, love is characterized by selflessness and the willingness to invest in another person's happiness. Love involves knowing and accepting each other's flaws and imperfections, while lust tends to idealize the other person based on their physical attributes or sexual appeal. Love also tends to grow and evolve over time. In a loving relationship, partners develop an emotional bond that deepens through shared experiences, communication, and mutual support. This bond is not contingent on physical attraction alone. Rather, it is built on emotional intimacy, trust, and commitment. Love is often patient and enduring, weathering challenges and obstacles that may come up in the course of a relationship. In contrast, lust may fade once the initial excitement or novelty wears off, leaving behind a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction if it wasn't accompanied by a deeper emotional connection. Another key difference is that love is compassionate and rooted in empathy. A loving person seeks to understand their partner's needs, emotions, and goals, and works together to build a supportive partnership. In contrast, lust is more self-centered and focused on satisfying immediate desires. It doesn't involve the same level of care, nurturing, or long-term commitment that love does. While lust can be exciting and fulfilling in the short term, love is what sustains a relationship through the years and provides the foundation for a meaningful, lasting connection. While love and lust are distinct, they can coexist in a relationship. Passion and desire can enhance love, and sexual intimacy can strengthen the emotional bond between partners. However, it is essential to recognize that lust alone cannot sustain a relationship in the long run. Love, with its emotional depth, mutual respect, and enduring commitment, is what creates the foundation for a lasting, fulfilling partnership. Understanding the difference between love and lust can help individuals navigate their relationships more consciously and avoid confusion or unrealistic expectations. By cultivating love, not just lust, we create the possibility of meaningful, lasting connections that are rooted in genuine emotional intimacy. Number 13. Being in love increases your lifespan. The connection between love and longevity is a fascinating area of research that suggests being in love can have a profound impact on both mental and physical health, ultimately contributing to a longer life. While the idea of love extending life might sound romantic, it is supported by a growing body of scientific evidence that demonstrates the powerful effects of love on overall well-being. Whether it's the emotional support provided by a partner, the physical act of affection, or the sense of purpose that love brings, Being in love has tangible benefits that can increase lifespan and improve quality of life. One of the most well-documented ways in which love can increase lifespan is through its positive impact on mental health. Being in love fosters a sense of emotional security, stability, and happiness. Studies have shown that people who experience strong emotional bonds with a partner tend to have lower levels of stress and anxiety. Chronic stress is known to have detrimental effects on the body, contributing to conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. In contrast, love and the emotional support that come with it can help buffer the effects of stress by promoting feelings of safety, comfort, and relaxation. This sense of emotional stability allows the body to maintain a healthier, more balanced state, which is crucial for long-term health. In addition to mental health, love has significant physical health benefits that contribute to a longer life. People in loving relationships often experience lower blood pressure, reduced levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and improved immune function. These physical benefits are linked to the presence of social support and affection, which are integral components of a loving relationship. When we are in love, we feel cared for and valued, which can lower the production of stress hormones and encourage the release of endorphins and oxytocin, hormones associated with happiness, pleasure, and bonding. The reduction in stress and the boost in feel-good chemicals can lead to better heart health, reduced inflammation, and a lower risk of chronic diseases that can shorten lifespan. Moreover, love also encourages healthier lifestyle habits. People in loving relationships tend to have more regular routines, such as eating healthier meals, exercising together, and maintaining social connections. Partners often encourage each other to engage in activities that promote well-being, such as staying active, getting enough sleep, and seeking medical care when necessary. This collaborative effort to lead a healthier lifestyle can contribute to a longer, more fulfilling life. Additionally, the emotional connection and mutual care that love fosters often lead to stronger resilience in the face of challenges. People in loving relationships are more likely to take proactive steps to care for their health and well-being, knowing that their partner is there to support them. Beyond the biological and psychological benefits, love also provides a sense of purpose and meaning in life, which are key factors in longevity. Studies have shown that having a sense of purpose can lead to increased motivation to take care of oneself and one's health. In loving relationships, this sense of purpose can come from the desire to nurture and protect one's partner, build a family, or share a life together. This sense of meaning often keeps individuals engaged and active, both emotionally and physically, which can reduce the risk of isolation and depression, two factors known to shorten lifespan. People who feel loved and appreciated often have a greater desire to remain active and involved in their community, which further promotes mental and physical health. In conclusion, being in love has a profound and lasting impact on our overall health and well-being. The emotional support, physical affection, and sense of purpose that come with being in a loving relationship all contribute to better mental health, lower stress levels, and improved physical health. These factors combined can significantly increase lifespan, showing that love is not just an emotional experience, but a crucial component of a healthy and long life. Whether through reducing stress, promoting healthier habits, or providing a sense of connection and meaning, love plays an essential role in helping us live longer, happier lives. Call to action. If you found these insights about love and its powerful impact on life inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with someone you care about. Join our community by subscribing for more life-changing tips on love, relationships, and personal growth. If you have your own thoughts or experiences about how love has influenced your life, feel free to leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for more content that helps you live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life.